We started then a petition calling for change, calling for free and fair election, was calling for changes to the constitution, which allowed, in practice, 3 people out of 85 million people to run for president. It was tailor-made, for Mubarak and his cronies, and the design was that Mubarak would be succeeded by his son, and everything was set for that to go through the process. We asked for change of the constitution, we asked for free and fair election, international supervision, and of course, eventually a new constitution. We got 1 million over the year, 1 million signatures to that petition, and lots of young people who were going to the countryside, asking people to sign, mobilize them, got detained, got arrested, got tortured, got killed. But they continue to do it, because they believe that there is no future for them without being free, without democracy, without the sense of dignity which they were lacking. They realized that at the end, after a year, that they need to move from the virtual world to the real world. And they decided, again, connecting with each other on the internet, to set a date to go back to the street. Before that, we start talking again about India, civil disobedience, stuff which we didn't know about. Most of the young people didn't even hear the word or know the word civil disobedience. And we had to talk about Gandhi, we had to talk about civil resistance, and we had to tell them that the power of the people, no matter how brutal the regime is, cannot be stopped. We started to talk about massive demonstration, peaceful demonstration, as a basic right of every human being. On the 25th of January, people decided to go to the street. We didn't know at that day whether we will see 1,000 or 10,000 or 50,000. I mean, the maximum demonstration before in Egypt when somebody was killed, when I participated last year in Alexandria, was 4,000 people. And that was considered a record, for people to muster their courage and go to the street. On the 25th, it was amazing that people, realized that there are 20, 30, 40,000 coming to the street, and they didn't know where to go. So they decided, to go to the Tahrir Square. That's the center of town, because it was not even planned, And of course, they realized that there is lots of response. And from 25th on, until the 12th of March, we ended up with around 12 million Egyptians going to the street. The entire Cairo, the entire Egypt, in fact, went to the street. It was an amazing thing. I mean, nobody expected it. And it was like, as we call it, a divine intervention. And Mr. Akbar was asking me, was this a surprise? In hindsight, it was not a surprise at all. This was like a pressure cooker, going on and on for a year, and the vapor finally decided to get out. And you look at the people, couple of weeks after Mubarak is out, after they succeeded in toppling the regime, and you see different Egyptians, and I'm not exaggerating. You look at their eyes, they're still poor, but they are confident, proud, and have at the end of the day a sense of dignity, which they never had. It was not easy, of course. The regime tried its best to put an end to this, demonstration, illegal demonstration, as they call it. I got my bit of course. I was Egypt's favorite son until 2009, when everybody was proud that I had a Nobel Prize and what have you, and until I started to say the keyword: change, democracy, freedom. Then an organized, systematic process of vilification, for a year and a half was absolutely amazing by all the government-controlled media. I, of course, all my telephone, internet, everything, my family, everybody in the family or even connected to me was wiretapped. People who came to visit me were threatened, that harm will be done to their families. During the revolution, 9 young people, came to see me, lawyers, doctors, and in the middle of the revolution, deciding to say how we go forward in a peaceful way. They got detained immediately after they left my house. They kept blindfolded, handcuffed for 2 days. And the Prime Minister at the time, 3-4 weeks ago, said they are coming from a house of a person we have concern about, and we are following with our security apparatus.